Hi everybody, welcome back to Excel Dashboard Analytics. We're now at the final chapter of the entire intermediate series. Today we're going to be covering Conditional Formatting 3. Okay, this is the last chapter of the entire topic on conditional formatting. We're just going to be learning just the last part of it, and that is mainly icon cells, when and how to use conditional formatting, as well as how to manage and clear the existing conditional formatting rules, as well as sharing some tips on how to go about using conditional formatting, and also a main recap and summary of what we have covered throughout the course in this series. Okay, and that's mostly about pivot tables. Alright, so that's the agenda for this chapter. Let's quickly get Excel open and dive right in. So this is Excel right now. You're looking at a small table here. We want to just touch on conditional formatting for the last part. And let's just click on conditional formatting and icon cells. We've covered the rest earlier in the previous two chapters. Click on icon cells and you see that there is this different variations of icons that Excel allows you to use in terms of symbols. Alright, most of them, they come in pairing of 3s. Some come in a pairing of 5 different kinds of symbols, and you can just play around with it. Alright. Basically, what it does is that it breaks the values that you have selected. In this case, we have selected this the row of all the column of all the values in the table. And if we just select maybe the circles, all right. So the circles, basically, what they do in the automatic value is that they will arrange the values in accordance to the relative comparison, and then they will rank it, which is the top 67% versus the middle 33 to 67%, and then the bottom 33%. Okay, how it does is that you click on conditional formatting, click on manage rules, and then click on edit rule, and then you would see that in this case values here are showing accordingly in this order, whereby it's instead of this is currently like a 4 series, but if we click that's why it's 20, 50 and 75 in terms of the divider. If you're clicking on a 3 series 3 symbol version, for instance blank star, half star and a full star, you see that it's 33 and 67. It's just like nicely dividing it into 3 sections. Okay, if you click on the 5 series, whereby there are 5 different symbols, then it splits it down into 20, 40, 60 and 80, and the various percentages. Okay, so it's up to you how you would want to sort of like segregate your data. That's the whole idea of conditional formatting using icons. One thing to note here is that you can, for icons as well, you can remove the values inside. For instance, if you just want to show icon only and remove the numeric values there, just click OK, click apply, and that's it. It would only show as the icons. So you can actually squeeze it down, just remove the headers and then squeeze it down like that, and it gives you just an icon over there. Okay, it's up to you to use your creativity in terms of how you want to use these symbols to represent the data. In any case, you can build this within your dashboards as well, so that it looks gives it an extra different touch to it. Okay, instead of just tables and charts, you have these varied symbols to sort of like add a different look to it. Okay, so basically that's in a nutshell what you need to know about conditional formatting. If you would just want to remove all the rules of the cells, just click clear rules and click clear rules from selected cells, and you would remove all the conditional formatting here. Okay, conditional formatting can also stack. You can stack this data bars together with color scales, and then you can also add symbols together with it. Alright, so it's sort of like creating a lot of symbolic representations on the data set, but it's up to you how you would want to exercise that creativity. So it's up to you how you want to do it. In essence, I just want to share a tip here that conditional formatting also takes up quite a bit of memory. So for instance, if you're working off a huge data set and you want to have conditional formatting on every single cell of the data set, it's going to take up quite a bit of memory. So I guess it's mostly applicable and useful if the data set is not too huge. It's on mainly the final output. Whether the final output is of a certain number, then the conditional formatting effect gets triggered. So you don't have to use it on all the cells in your entire data set. You just need to use it perhaps on the final analysis. Okay, so in a nutshell, that's about it for conditional formatting. Okay, let's just wrap it up for this entire chapter. Let's do a quick recap on what we've learned in the entire series. The intermediate series, we mainly covered mostly on pivot tables, and we learned how to play around with the values as well. We saw in this entire intermediate series how you can use pivot tables to create different kinds of effect graphically, and you can use different kind of designs as well to shape it just the way you would want it to look. Okay, and we also understood that pivot tables are actually the main foundation to the dashboard, because if you want to build pivot charts, then that comes from your pivot tables. Okay, so that's basically in a nutshell what there is to the intermediate series. Let's quickly wrap it up, and I'm going to give you a quick introduction of what is going to be expected in the professional series. Okay, in the professional series, you're going to be looking at the whole new world of pivot charts. Okay, we covered the pivot tables in the intermediate series, but for the professional series, we're going to be looking into how pivot charts work. We're going to look at how we can build outstanding professional looking pivot charts, how slicers work, and how we can connect pivots together so that all your pivot tables and pivot charts are all connected. Alright, we're also going to be touching on data spark lines and effective visual analytics. So all of that, we're going to jam pack it in the whole professional series, and there's going to be a lot of exciting stuff to look out for in the next series. Okay, so just stay tuned and keep a lookout, and I'll see you in the next series. Alright, take care. See ya.